Hey guys, this is lesson 7.1 for pre-algebra. The title of this lesson is Solving Two-Step Equations. So it's a little bit of a review, but then obviously it's the beginning of the chapter, so it's going to get harder. So put these two examples in your notes. So push pause, try to solve them, and then we will go over them. Alright, so first, if I'm going to solve a two-step equation, I have the equation, I draw my line down the middle. Now, rule number one, you have to, write this in your notes, start with addition and subtraction. So in this first problem, I see plus 3. So I'm going to start with minusing 3 from both sides. So then that leaves me with 15x because plus 3 minus 3, these two cancel each other off. And then I have 48 minus 3 is 45. Then my second step is to multiply or divide on both sides. So with this one, that's 15 times x. So I am going to divide both sides by 15. So then I see that x equals 3. Now, the cool thing about these is I can take 3 and I can plug it back into this equation. 15 times 3 is 45 plus 3 equals 48. So I know that that answer is correct. So you can always check your work. That's a really nice thing. All right, so for this one, I'm going to start with addition and subtraction. So I see a minus 10. So I'm going to add 10 to both sides. Now here's where it gets tricky and people mess up a lot, is they do this, okay, so these cancel off. I have t divided by 4 equals. Now here, a lot of kids still struggle with negative and positive numbers. If I'm at negative 6 and I add 10, that takes me to positive 4. So then I'm going to, this is division, so I'm going to multiply both sides by 4, which is the denominator. And then that leaves me with my answer of 16. So try it. 16 divided by 4 is 4, minus 10 is negative 6. So that works. All right, so try these and then we will go over them. All right, first I'm going to minus 13 from both sides. So then I get b over 3 equals 11 minus 13 is negative 2. And then I'm going to multiply both sides by 3 because that's division. So then I get b equals, because if I multiply by 3 and divide by 3, they cancel each other out. So I'm left with just b, and negative 2 times 3 is negative 6. So then I'm going to try it. Negative 6 divided by 3 is negative 2. Plus 13 equals 11. Yes. Okay, next I draw my line. I'm minus 11 from both sides. You always have to do the addition and subtraction first. So now I have 9g equals negative 9. And then I'm going to divide both sides by 9. So g equals negative 1. So let's try it. 9 times negative 1 is negative 9, plus 11 is 2. Yep, and that one works too. So there are my two answers. Now, you're going to see negative coefficients come up. So in like this problem that I've highlighted, if you look right here, it says negative x equals 12. Well, I can't have a negative x. You always want to end your answers with a positive variable, like this positive b and this positive g. You can't have negative x. So what you do to both sides is you multiply by negative 1 on both sides, and then really all it does is it just changes the sign. So it goes from a positive x and then from a positive 12 to a negative 12. All right, so let's try these. So first, I'm going to minus 6 from both sides. So then I get negative a equals 2. And then I'm going to multiply by -1. And so then I get A equals -2. So try it. -2 is +2 plus 6 equals 8. Yep, that one works. Okay, here I am going to add 9 to both sides. And so I get -y over 7 equals -12 plus 9 is -3. And then I'm going to multiply both sides by 7. So then I get -y equals -21. And then I'm going to multiply both sides by -1. So y equals 21. So let's try it. -9 minus 21 divided by 7. 21 divided by 7 is 3. -9 minus 3 is -12. Yep, so that one works. All right, so here's a couple story problems. Jacob bought 4 begonias in 6-inch pots and a $19 fern at a fundraiser. He spent a total of $63. Solve the equation 4p plus 19 equals 63 to find the price of each begonia. So, try this problem and then I will correct it. All right, so I have 4p plus 19 equals 63. So I draw the line, I minus 19 from both sides. So then I get 4p, 63 minus 20 is 43, so it would be 44. And then I divide both sides by 4, so p equals 11. So each begonia was $11. You bought a CD for $16.95 and 8 blank videotapes. The total cost was $52.55 before sales tax. Now they're being nice here and giving you the equation. They won't always do that. They want to try and guide you through it. So if I bought a blank CD for $16.95, that's how you get the $16.95. And then also add on 8 blank videotapes. Well, they didn't tell me how much the videotapes were, but my total cost was $52.55. So then I minus $16.95 from both sides. I'm going to use my calculator. 52 minus $16.95. So then I get 8x equals 35.6. And then I'm going to divide by 8. So each videotape was $4.45. All right, that is it for your notes.